In this video, we'll talk about loading families. Families are pretty much the building blocks or the Legos of Revit. There's some stuff that comes in Revit and it's loaded in the template. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I'm going to close it, and we'll go back to the building one. So I'll close out of that, and now I'll go back to building one. So let's say we wanted to add some information. Maybe it's a bicycle rack, or maybe it's, like you said, booths for a restaurant. Where do we get these things from? Well, the nice thing about Revit is there are thousands and thousands of blocks that are already in Revit, and then there's millions of blocks out on the internet. So the first thing we'll do is we'll talk about the blocks that are in Revit. You'll notice here I had one single door. Now if I grab that door and I want to change it, if I drop this down, you'll notice within here, that's called a family single flush. Okay, let me pink on that. That's the family. Within the family, we have pretty much 5 or 6 different elements within that family that I can use, different size doors. But there's no double door. Where's a double and all these other door types? So then we go up top, we go Insert, Load Family, and I'll ping that right there. That's going to be where you get all your goodies. So I'm going to hit Load Family. Revit's going to put you in the Imperial Library. If it doesn't put you in the US Imperial, you may have to look for it, because sometimes it'll throw you in kind of a one above it, which is like libraries. So if you hit Libraries, go to US Imperial. That's going to be mostly everything in inches and feet. Okay? So I'll come in here, and you'll see there's lots of pieces in here. Doors. We'll start with doors. I double click on doors.
And I've noticed these doors are not flush with the outside. It's center, huh? Yeah.
No, it's actually up against to the wall to the outside, which you're going to need to consider.
Oh, it just looks that way because of the line. Huh?
Yeah, but they had to cut an opening through all those walls to get through, right? Because that wall's 4 foot thick. You may have to consider cutting in or adjusting one edge of the pyramid so that you either step in a little bit, and then this curtain wall or smooth glass, the doors are vertical. The reason the doors look funny is because the wall's on a tilt. It's trying to put a door in it. If you lay a door like this, it's not going to work correctly.
Right, you'd have to lift it.
Right, yeah.
If you want to keep the contour.
Yeah, so you're going to have to build some type of entryway into it. So we go find the doors that we want, and so I want that door, and here's what's cool. Hold the control key down, and you can pick multiple doors, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors highlighted. I hit open. Revit then says for the passenger door, what size do you want? 1, 2, 3. For this one, what size do you want? Now I did a bunch of them, but see, it's asking me, instead of bringing in every single one, it's asking me out of all of these doors, which I probably would have bought 100 doors in, those are the ones I want. Hit OK. Loads the doors in now, and now I'm going to have lots of doors in my project. Now here's the other cool thing. As you're improving on your design, you say, okay, that's really not going to be a single door. I want it to be a double door. You drop this down and notice the doors that are available now. I'll put in a double.
There's probably sliding doors and everything in there.
Yep, all kinds of stuff. And now if you don't find them here, I'm looking for, maybe you saw on a website these awesome doors. Maybe they're these accordion doors that just click, 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 and it opens to the outside. Right here it says Autodesk Seek. You just type in, let's say, door. Enter. Now I don't have internet access, but I'd like you to try that out. Go over to Insert. And right here, where it says Autodesk Seek, type in the word door. And enter. It's going to go to Autodesk Seek, and it's going to jump to BIM objects. This site has, I don't know how many zillion objects on it. And this is where you can, let's see where it's going to come on up. Okay, here it is. This website, look at all the stuff on it. So there's 4,514 doors that you can find. So if you're looking for what different things you can see as you start to roll through. They've just moved over to the site about 5, 6 weeks ago. So you may find things that may be a little odd. I'm not sure how it works 100%. They just went into this new interface. But you can see in here, there's lots of doors. You can search by brands, by this. There are a couple other sites for families. It's going to be, let's see. and a lot of these are gonna be, say it's a cabinet door, so pick the word door. So there's lots of stuff in here. Now, let's say you wanted that. You could click on that guy, and then it's gonna at one point it'll ask you if you wanna download an RFA file. So it's gonna be, let's say, door.rfa. That is the family. And what you may consider doing is creating a folder on your machine and just putting all these objects in there. So it's like these windows here, or these folding doors, there's all kind of crazy stuff out there. So whatever you're looking for, it's a matter of you now using these Lego sets. Now these are manufacturer's products. If you're looking for like a bicycle, or maybe, like you said,
Jeep or whatever.
right, or a restaurant booth, right? You may go to RevitCity.com. This is where people like you and I upload families that are more generic. So if you go to Revit City, and then they've got downloads too, as you can see right there.
Package.
Okay.
Here, it usually brings it to
It's like a little wooden bridge, right? You're not going to find it from a manufacturer, but you say, I might want that to cross over a little creek. Maybe you got water crossing your pond. But so let's go up a little bit, and you'll type the keyword, and then type in booth, and see what happens. You might find out you're looking for that particular booth in there. Yeah. So you start to find these items.
Yeah.
So that's going to let you. Then you have to create an account, but it's free. You have to create an email account real quick, and you can see right here all these
Very
pieces.
good.
And that is when you start bringing these things in. And they're all going to be Legos. You just drop them in and buy.
This is new. Why did he?
But there's also one called ARCAT, RCAT, and that is another website that has pieces in it. It's not as robust. You can also just search for Revit families. And
Okay.
zillions of things out there. You'll use the tools I showed you here to build the basics, but then when it comes to you start taking it further, you're going to find what works for you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off this AC. Do you need a cup of water or anything?
I'm fine right now, thank you.